Okay, then in this video we'll continue our discussion on functions. So let's see what you can do if you don't know how many parameters you will need to pass into your function. This might happen, for instance, you don't know how many parameters you will need to pass into your function. If that's the case, there is a solution in Python. And let's take a look into this one using an example. So let me create a very basic function that prints a month of the year, and it can be several months at the same time. So let's create that function. So print months, and in here I need to specify my parameters, but I don't know, maybe I don't know how many parameters I need to pass, maybe one or two. If that's the case, what I can do is I can use arbitrary arguments, and that means you don't know how many parameters at this stage. So the way you initialize in Python is you just input star before your parameter, and you don't need many parameters in here, just one parameter, and then before your parameter you just need this star. And now in here let's print a month of the year, maybe 2 months. Let's print January and February. So I'll say months. So it's gonna be index 0, and then months index 1. And also let's print this argument, just months without any index. So now let's call this function. So I'll say print months, and then in here I need to pass my arguments. So it's gonna be January. So January and February. So it should print January and February, plus it should print just this parameter months. So let's check. So you see it's January and February, and as you can see this one is a tuple. That's why we can access items using index. So I just want to do a quick recap. So what we're doing is we're just initializing a function in here, giving a function name, and in the parameter section we're just defining arbitrary arguments. So that means we don't know how many arguments we need to pass into our function, right? So maybe we may pass one argument, maybe two. So that's why we're just creating arbitrary arguments in here. So, and then you can access tuples using index. So if you want more than one, you can pass it in here, February, March, and you just need to add this one, item number 3, into your print statement, for instance, like this, months 2. That's it. You see, January, February, March. And you can do the same one for keyword arguments, and it's used when you don't know how many parameters you need to pass into your function. But with keyword arguments, you have key value syntax, right? So it's called arbitrary keyword arguments. So I'll show the one in here as well. So let me create another function, and let's call it my function. So, and then I will say players, because I just want to print player names. So player 1, player 2, game players, right? So I'll say player, but before my argument, before my parameter, I need 2 stars. So if you input 2 stars, that means arbitrary keyword arguments, okay? So, or in other words, you can pass arbitrary keyword arguments. It's actually called parameter, but not keyword, not arbitrary keyword parameter. It's just called keyword, arbitrary keyword arguments. So, or in other words, it just allows you to pass arbitrary keyword arguments. In other words, as many as you want. So print. So in here, I just want to print 2 players. So I'll say player. And then in here, I need to specify my players. So it's going to be player 1, and it's going to be the same one, but this time around, it's going to be player number 2, like this. And let's also print just this player parameter. So now let's call this function my function. And then I need to specify my arguments. So I'll say player1 Anna, and the player number 2 will be John, like this. So let's check, but before I run this code, let me comment out these ones so we don't get distracted. Oops. So it's printing my players Anna and John, and as you can see in here, I am printing my parameter, and as you can see, this one is a dictionary. Oops. So it's a dictionary. That's why you can access a dictionary by using, key value. So that's a key. Okay. So this is called arbitrary keyword arguments. All right. So that's it regarding this video, and I will see you in the next one.